but it's beyond that. And now they want to start a civil war with Obama at its head as the new Lincoln. Now, Savage has been saying that for 8 years.
So Obama wants you guys to revolt. That's what they're saying there. Obama single-handedly wants to act as Lincoln and cause you to revolt. Did Lincoln want the South to revolt? Did Lincoln want the South to secede? Or was he trying to hold the nation together? So everything that comes out of his mouth is just at this point aimed to confuse you.
It could end up being one of the most important books of the modern era if people get it and get it out to others, and if every talk show host covers these points, because I've been living this. I know this is accurate, and it's finally on paper. I never got Obama Deception 2 out. I was too busy. Its subtitle was The Coming Second American Civil War.
Yeah, Obama and the military, they wiretap your phones, they put you under surveillance, they set up this huge military police grid just so you guys will revolt against them, to have you people stand up against them.
Okay, so thank God this got put out, but from his gravitas perspective. Now, I'm hyperventilating here, sir, because if people don't pay attention to this, we're not going to save this country, and it's going to collapse in my view. Am I wrong? Am I right? You got the floor.
Well, people, I want to start from the point of view of the doubters and the skeptics, Alex. I always think about what the people listening to me who don't agree with us think. Some of them are intelligent, obviously, and they listen to us because they know we're super intelligent, but they don't agree with us. They think we're hysterics or alarmists. So I would start by addressing those who say, come on, you're just trying to peddle a book. What civil war? Well, first of all, Obama declared a civil war the day he took office. All along, Alex, I prayed that there would be some godsend that would save us from this psychotic in the White House and his band of very, very dangerous people. You're going to think I'm a little weird here when I say that Ebola may be the silver lining. Maybe that's going to awaken people to the fact that this man is not only incompetent, but that his radical open borders agenda is going to kill all of us. Just maybe this could be a blessing. What do you think of that idea?
I tend to agree with you. There's now bumper stickers popping up everywhere. We already got a T-shirt in the pipe showing the Obama symbol as the O in Ebola.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Alex is already piping his T-shirts on eBay there, so that's good. This shouldn't even be a debate anymore. I'm so sick of this open borders bullshit. Do you know how good it would be if the federal government financed a bunch of people who are unemployed to build a fucking border, to walk up and down and be the border patrol? That shouldn't even be a debate anymore. But the truth is, when the CIA wants their new Al-Qaeda, the ISIS unit in the country, they'll probably fly first class. Look at the ISIS guy. He doesn't look like some guy from the Middle East. He looks like some guy that they took from like Oxford University, gave him a spray tan, pasted some thick eyebrows and a fake beard on him, stuck a turban on his head, and said this is the ISIS commander. And when these ISIS guys want to get into your country, they're going to get on a 747 and fly first class into Kennedy Airport. You're not going to have to sneak across the border there, no matter what the plants say that Alex interviews.
I get from your book, and I agree, we're in a civil war, a culture war, and it's heating up. But they're pushing this flashpoint, and I want to stop that.
We all want to stop it because nobody wins from a civil war. Look at Syria.
Nobody wins from a civil war. You want to ask the slaves what they think about that back in 1850 sometime? Did anyone win from that civil war, guys? Or
here's the scary part, and I hate to use the word because I'm not into childish words. One of Obama's mentors was Abraham Lincoln. Isn't that correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, Abraham Lincoln was a wonderful man for some, but a monster to others. People don't even understand what Lincoln did to us. Lincoln was not a humanitarian. He was an opportunist who further divided a politically polarized country simply because he wanted to dominate the southern states economically. He was no saint. Do you know this? Very few people know this about Lincoln. And this is very important because Obama has said Lincoln is one of his mentors. Under the rights that Lincoln granted himself in the 1862 Proclamation, a stunning overreach of executive power, Abraham Lincoln violated American civil rights with impunity. He is estimated to have arrested and imprisoned some 20,000 civilians and detained them without trials. That was 20,000 in the 18...
Members of Congress.
All right, a lot of these people that he's talking about are basically Freemasons and members of secret societies, like Knights of the Golden Circle, the Ku Klux Klan, the Order of the B'nai B'rith, and a lot of Freemasonic groups that are just like them, that were trying to destroy the Union, and essentially they assassinated President Lincoln there. But yeah, I'm sure that some people got roughed up and killed in the Civil War. I'm sure of it.
I don't really know, Alex.
Well, they better wake up because they've got the military. The military's never been more awake, as you know, because they're openly training them. That even comes out in Fox News, not just your show or my show, but I was sent the documents originally. They quote the founding fathers wouldn't be welcome in today's military.
But in one breath, they say, hey, if you were a founding father, you wouldn't be welcome in today's federal government. Alright? Now, even though Lincoln wasn't a founding father, technically, Lincoln is responsible for holding together what the founding fathers created. Otherwise, we would have a bunch of different territories, and it would all be run by Spain, Israel, England, and China.
Lincoln kept Southern prisoners of war in internment camps under deplorable conditions. He may be on a penny, on the old Lincoln penny, but in Fort Delaware, more than 2,000 Confederate soldiers died of scurvy and dysentery in a camp plagued by filth and vermin. Confederate prisoners in the Union camp at Rock Island were reduced to eating rats, and with their clothing and rags were unable to withstand the winter cold. They were tortured by being hung by their thumbs. Now, if that's not the action of a dictator, I don't know what is. And yet, if you mention one word of this, right away they say, oh, so you're in favor of slavery. No, that's not what I said. I didn't say that at all. What I said is Lincoln is one of Obama's mentors. God knows who else is. It could be Ho Chi Minh or Mao Zedong.
So Lincoln is now bad because Obama mentioned him as a mentor.
I just want to have a free country. I don't want to see a civil war. I've got a ranch in East Texas we've had since 1829 that we got Mexican land grant on. I just want to live in a free country and raise my 3 children. Just like Michael Savage has kids and grandkids. I mean, there comes a time when you just can't go along with the system.
Now, Michael and I can clearly say have never done that.
You don't want a civil war, huh, Alex? The spirit of 1776 is strong within Alex Jones.
Stop the coming civil war. Here's another one. Newly vigilant U.S. will screen flyers for Ebola. Oh, now that there's a backlash, they'll put out some fever screeners that ibuprofen can beat.
All right, so you see what they're doing there? First, they spread the Ebola. They hype the Ebola up. And then the answer to that is more regulations in the airport. How about getting the blood taken out of your arm and getting tested before you're allowed to travel? More checkpoints. TSA need to take blood. You know, maybe have you go through a fever screener. But that's not even good enough. Ibuprofen could beat that. See where this is going?
The leadership has been compromised, taken over. I'm actually begging those in the military who know what's going on to speak out.
The military are the ones that are behind this. They have the surveillance grid. They have all your phones tapped. They got all your computers hacked. They got all the funding. They got the Army and the Navy. Who do you think is declaring war upon the American people's rights? And so you're begging the American military to stop? It's Saul Rosenberg here. I gotta beg the military to stop killing us. Please, Nazis, just stop killing us. You're tearing the heart out of me. My children, God bless them.